break happened, why it occurred, or what it united. But don't worry, today we're going to clear that for you.
The Sandinista Revolution took place in Nicaragua from 1962 until 1990. This revolution was between two sides, the government, ruled by the Sosa family, and the FSNL, that stands for Frente Sandinista Liberación Nacional.
The government was the dictatorship of Anastasio Somoza. The Somoza had controlled Nicaragua for decades. This government became very, very powerful, thanks to the help of the United States.
Yeah, that's right. The United States' contribution to the Somoza was crucial. They helped him remove the communist government. The American forces also helped him on the attempt to defeat Augusto Sandino.
The FSNL is a political party created by Daniel Ortega, Carlos Fonseca, Santos Lopez, Tomás Borch, Germán Pomares, and Silvio Mayorga. They named it after Augusto Sandino, a Nicaraguan that fought against the United States Marine.
Now, Latin American history expert Sebastián Lobeira will give you more detailed information about this revolution.
Good evening, I'm Sebastián Lobeira, and today I'll be explaining the Sandinista Revolution. The main reason why the rebels started the war was because they were tired of the dictatorship of the Somoza family. They wanted a change in their country's future, so they decided to start the war. This revolution was fought in Nicaragua, as you can see obviously, when the rebels, which were known as the Sandinistas, had enough of the corruptive dictatorship of Anastasio Somoza and his family. They started the revolt. The Sandinistas were led by Daniel Ortega. They were supported by the USSR, who gave them money, weapons, and communist ideals. On the opposing hand, the Contras were the group against the communist ideas and the Sandinistas. When the people started doing revolts, the government started losing control over the country. Determinedly, on July 19, 1979, the Sandinista troops entered Nicaragua's capital, causing the fight against the two sides. This revolution caused many deaths and suffering among the Nicaraguans. Finally, Daniel Ortega and the Sandinistas overthrew Somoza and his dictatorship.
Now that you know the most important aspects of this revolution, we will show you an interview that Joaquín Chamorro did to two rebels while the revolution was happening.
Joaquín Chamorro was a journalist and writer for the newspaper La Prensa. He always wanted to show the truth and give a voice to the citizens. This video was never released since it was in the government's possession.
This interview will not just show why those rebels wanted to join this cause, but their age, family, and social status. This video will expose their feelings and thoughts about the revolution. Good morning, I'm Joaquín Chamorro, and today I'll be interviewing two people, María del Carmen and Pedro Juárez. This interview will be about the Sandinista Revolution, a revolt that happened a few weeks ago. We will discuss their opinions and ideas. So first question, who are you? How old are you? What do you do for a living?
Hi, my name is María del Carmen. I'm 27 years old and I work in a little grocery store near the National Park.
Hello, I am Pedro Juárez. I'm 30 years old and I am the owner of an abarrotes. I also like to write in my free time.
Why did you join the war?
My parents were taken by the Contras. That's what ignited something inside me, making me want to join the revolution.
Well, first because of the government. It was really corrupt and I didn't like it. It was unfair, you know? Also, the government decided to close my store because they just felt like it. Anastasio already had a lot of money. A lot. But of course, he wanted more, and instead of working for his own, he decided to take my work.
And how did you join? Was there a special thing you needed to perform to become part of the Sandinistas?
Well, as I already told you, I work in a grocery store. The owner, besides being my boss, was my friend. So one day we were talking about everything that was going on. I told him about the thing with my parents, and he told me that the government was trying to take his store. We were both angry, frustrated, and we felt useless. He told me he'll find us something to do. A few days later, he came to me and told me that a friend of his, Silvio Mayorga, whom I believe was part of this group, they like to call the Sandinista. He later told me that we could join and rebel against the government, so we did.
Well, a friend of mine, Maria, told me that her parents were taken by the government. I told her the thing about my store and we both agreed that we need to do something about it. I remember that a friend, Silvio, told me he was planning a rebel group against the government. So after talking with Maria, I went with Silvio and asked him a few things. He told me that we could be a part of the group, so I told Maria and we joined.
Something else you want to add?
Well, life was rough, you know, and I remember how we did have to fight for our lives every day.
I can establish that as months pass, I do not hold regrets for what I have done, and I will not forget what they took from me.
These are the most important parts of the interview. As we saw, these were the real opinions and feelings of the rebels. Thank you, Sebastian, for staying with us and explaining what this revolution was about.
It was an honor. Thanks for having me.